Oh, can y'all see me? Yo, it's your boy, Marcus D. Porter, man. We back up in here with another video. And so today, I just kind of want to talk to you about this bad boy right here, the Canon R5. Hey, so pretty much I want to talk to you guys about my new baby, my new boo, you know what I'm saying, the Canon R5. Let me just say right now, man, this thing right here is a beast, you know what I'm saying? Coming from the T3i to the 80D to the 5D Mark III to the 5D Mark IV and then to the EOSR. Loving the EOSR. Actually, I loved all my Canon cameras, by the way, but moving to the EOSR was a game changer for me because it was very light in my hands and it felt like it was similar to the 5D Mark IV. I just like the lightness of the EOSR, the mirrorless version. I love the autofocusing, the eye autofocusing. When the EOSR first came out, the eye autofocusing was pretty straight. With a few updates, Canon hit it on the nail a little bit with the EOSR, and I was enjoying it a little bit, kind of teasing me a little bit. I purchased the R6 first, and I'll talk about that in another video. But after I purchased the R6 and saw the autofocusing capabilities, the hybrid, the smoothness of pressing the shutter, quality of the images, I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and make that jump, fam. You feel me? You only live once. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna get the R5. Now, that joint was expensive and my pockets was hurting a little bit, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and I did it. I'm gonna tell you this, man, it's worth every penny. You feel me? So I just wanna talk about my experiences with this so far. I've had it for about a month or two, and I just kind of want to just share just a couple of things that I love about it. Let me just talk about some of the things that I'm suspicious about first, and then we'll get to the good stuff later, okay? The number one thing that that was a little concern for me was shooting in studio, because when I shoot in studio, I love to shoot tethered to Lightroom. I have like a 2016 MacBook Pro, and I think I have Sierra still on my MacBook because I was a little afraid to update to Catalina. I've been hearing that Adobe programs and certain programs are not working with the new update that Apple is releasing, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm still using Adobe and I can still tether with my EOSR or my 5D Mark IV. But when I hook up the Canon R5 to Adobe, I can't seem to get a good connection. Like when I plug in the tether cable, it won't connect, or there's some issues, or it's just blank, you know, it won't even populate up. It's just like a wheel that goes around. So everybody hasn't really gotten together with the update for the tethering for this camera yet. So I have heard that they're working on some stuff, so I don't know. I don't know my sources, man. I just be in Facebook groups and just check on a couple of things, but I heard that tethering is coming. I guess they're just working on some patches or some updates. Hopefully in the next few weeks or the next few months, we'll see an update from Canon and we'll have tethering for this camera. Now, I have tried Capture One because I've never used Capture One. I tried the free version and I actually like Capture One. Actually, it's pretty solid, you know what I'm saying? I tried tethering through there and it actually worked, but when I tether through Capture One, it doesn't give me the ability to save it to my SD card and tether and save to the computer at the same time. When I was shooting, it wasn't saving to my card, but it was saving to the computer, you know what I'm saying, in Capture One. I looked at some YouTube videos and some forums and I saw that there is a workaround that you have to manipulate some settings, but I got a little confused, so I just let my joint expire and I'll just figure it out later. But when everything works out, I might holler at Capture One because that thing is butter. Who knows? The next thing that I don't like, I don't think it's a big issue, but I've been hearing a couple of things, is that maybe once, maybe twice, when I was shooting, like I was like, I was shooting real fast with this joint, and it froze up on your boy. So Actually, this Canon R5, it froze up and I would press buttons and it wasn't doing anything. Like, you know, I could still see the screen on the back. I couldn't change nothing. Any button that I pressed on the camera, it didn't do anything. And what was weird is that I was scared to take out the battery or take out the card or anything, because I thought that, you know, I would lose the images on, you know, on the card or whatnot. So I didn't know what to do. I cut the camera off, and when I turned it off, the screen was still on the back, like it was still on. And so I was like, oh snap, like I turned the dial off, but it's still on. It's still frozen. And so what I did is I removed the battery, and when I reinserted the battery, you know, all my images were still there, even from the last shot. And I continued shooting like nothing ever happened. It did happen again, maybe a few weeks ago. And I was shooting, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was shooting. This time I just waited. I didn't mess with it, I didn't touch it. I just held it in my hand for about a minute and 15 seconds or so, and it went back to normal. So I don't know if I was shooting so crazy to where it was buffering or the images were trying to write to the card or what, who knows. But I've heard in certain forums that, you know, there could be some issues and people have been sending their cameras back just to make sure everything is okay. And I've heard some people have been having these issues but haven't been making them known. So I'm not sure if Canon is gonna fix something with an update, or it's just probably nothing wrong with it and I'm just, you know, a little too paying attention to detail, I guess, or I don't know. Other than that, everything works fine. So let me talk about some things that I like about the camera. What I like about the camera is everything, man. Like the way it feels in my hand. I love how Canon products feel in my hand. It just fits, man. My pinky ain't falling off the thing right here. And I don't have big hands, man. I think I have just medium-sized hands. I can really grip it really well. It's not heavy or whatnot. It just feels very durable, solid, man. And you know, I really love the screen up at the top. I think that's pretty cool. But I kind of like the R6 with the little wheel up top, because I can just change it to video or whatnot. I do like this little pad in the back, which gives me the ability to kind of move up and down. I do like the scroll on the wheel, and the autofocusing, man, is butter. Like, oh my gosh, that joy is butter. I autofocus, Al servo, and I'm chilling all day long, man. Like, I used to focus and recompose so much, man, but now I just press Al servo, I autofocus, and I'm just gone. Especially like in studio. I don't really have to worry about focusing and recomposing. I just know when I press that button, it's focusing on the eye and it's working. That really helps me concentrate on other things while I'm shooting. I love the big LED screen on the back. I love the viewfinder, the sharpness of the images. Oh my God. When you shoot with this camera and you bring it into Adobe Lightroom and you look at that image and you zoom in, it's crispy, like fried chicken crispy, bro. Like that joint is bananas, dog. I'm getting weak talking about it. But man, the image quality out of this joint is bananas. Like I could shoot like a full body shot and crop into like a half body and still have details there, man. So with the R6, I was a little scared to shoot with the R6 for studio. It was like 20-something megapixels versus this is like, you know, 40-something. And so I was like, well, you know, the R6 is not gonna be all that great for studio. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. The R6, I can shoot with the R6 for studio or the R5, and the images are still gonna be crispy, okay? Crispy. If you're thinking about the R6 or the R5, the R6 would do you well. If you want those megapixels, that extra little, you know, that extra little wiggle room, you know, you're doing like commercial work, you know what I'm saying? Or you just like me, you just want to just buy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Get the R5, man, you know, live your best life, man, you know what I'm saying? But for photography, man, this thing works for me, man. I can't wait to take it out on a wedding and actually shoot with it. The interesting thing is I've shot video with the R6, and the R6 is butter when it comes to video. That 120 frames per second and 1080p is butter, man. Unfortunately, I don't think you can do 1080, 120 on the R5, I don't think. I haven't shot video with this because once again, I'm afraid of the Kodak that it's not gonna work or whatnot. So I still need to shoot video with this to kind of test it out to see, you know, how it is. So the lenses, man, the RF lenses that work with this EOS R5 and RS6, it's like it's made for it, man. Like right now I got the 85 f2 macro on here and I love it, man. I love this lens. I use this lens for studio. There were some people, you know, kind of knocking this lens, saying that, you know, you can't use the 85 macro f2 for studio or portrait studio. But I said, hey man, I rented it from Lens Rentals. I shot with it for about a week and I bought it. The only downfall with the 85 macro is that, you know, at first, you know, I was a little hyped and I was like, this lens is beast, you know what I'm saying? I don't need the 85 1.8 or not 1.8, but 1.2 or whatnot. But the autofocusing does hunt a little bit with the 85 macro. So I can see why some people may not want to use this lens. It does hunt a little bit, you know, because I mean, that's just how it is. But I don't know if I would use it on a wedding, but I'm gonna have to try and see, you know what I'm saying, to see how it works, you know, in that type of situation. All in all, man, the R5 is a beast of a camera. And, you know, I'm glad I made this purchase. And so pretty much you're gonna be seeing a lot of videos coming from your boy. That's me shooting with the R5 and some shooting with the R6. So stay tuned, man. I know there's not too many videos out there showing you some portrait photography or whatever with the R5. There is some stuff out there, but I'm gonna show you guys some stuff, you know what I'm saying, that I've been working on and kind of keep you guys updated on my little journey with the new R5, man. That's all I got for you guys today, man. I just wanted to share with you guys just some little talks, man. I ain't want to kind of go over too many specs or show too much B-roll and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to kind of chop it up with you guys, man, and let you know that the R5 is a beast and the R6 is a beast too. And I still got the EOSR and the 5D Mark IV in my bag. Holla at your boy, man, when you get a chance. Make sure you subscribe to your boy, man, so you can get notified with the bell, man. Hit the bell too, man. And holla at your boy on the next video. We out. Peace.